gorgeous. How's it going? My name's Victoria Tippett. I'm an international psychic medium and transformational coach. What does that mean? That means that I have a connection to source, to spirit, to the divine, whatever you want to call it. I call it spirit, where we leave the earth plane and we go into the spiritual realm. Now, what we're here to do today is to give you the energetics of what you can be expecting this week coming up. So what are you going to be expecting for this week? Now, before we start, make sure you come and join me over my Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Woman. And if you want to take a deep dive into what is going on for you, what is stopping you moving forward, connecting to your spirit guides, your past ancestors, all the amazing things, then you want to be joining me for a one-to-one session. So the links are all below. I'd love to see you there. Let's get you transformed into the next version of yourself. Let's shed all the stuff that no longer serves you. So this is the 29th of April. So this is the week of the 29th of April, 2024. So what are we expecting this week? Well, last week was the full moon. And so as we are seeing the full moon energy, there were so many shifts. Like energetically, people were feeling a little bit tired. People were feeling massive shifts of releasing. This is really powerful, and it's going to be continuing on because this powerfulness of this shedding is going to be really happening. Now, as we are releasing this weight from last week's eclipse, as we're releasing that eclipse, full moon even, what am I on about? I've got eclipse on the brain. You know what? The energy from the eclipse really did and still does have an effect on people. But the full moon from last week. Now, we are having so much energy from that, and we've released so much weight that people are having these massive transformations. Whether you're working with somebody or not, you are going to be having huge transformations. So this week is going to be a week where things are going to start to slot into place. So you're going to start to notice things that are going to start happening in a most powerful way. So this is whether you're going to be starting to get good news about things, whether you're going to start getting beautiful results from what you're doing right now. So the things that you've been putting lots of effort into, things are going to start to run a lot more smoothly. So things had slowed down a little bit. We'd had all this kind of like stopping during the eclipse, this transformation. And then during the full moon, everything's kind of just been released on a deeper level. And now this is where we're coming up to. It's like we have this opportunity to bring in all of these amazing things. So that's what we're bringing in all these amazing results, bringing in all the amazing things that you've been working so hard on recently. So allow yourself to bring that in. What I will say to you is this. We've got so much going on for us right now where we are starting to work on that energetics of us having this kind of amazing growth. But as we are doing that and we're now starting to see the results of it, what I will say to you is this: is it enough, or do you want to deep dive into that? Dive deeper into it. Because when you dive deep into the growth that you're having, when you dive deep into the results you're having, you get so much more for your energy. Okay, and what do I mean by that? That means that if you're already going part way with the transformation for yourself, why not dig a little bit deeper and pull out a little bit more of what has been going on for you in the past? So if you're working right now on abandonment, maybe, and abandonment is the thing that you has been triggered in you right now, and you're working on this part of abandonment, that's beautiful and perfect, and we're going to work through that and then see these results. Why not go for the deep dive of like, let's work on the abandonment where it's been in the past and where it's originally come from. That's what I do with my transformational clients. And this is so much more powerful because now we're not going to be hit with this massive wave of abandonment in the future. If it comes up, it's going to be something small and kind of less significant, or way less significant. Right, so the last thing that is going to be coming up for us is that we're starting to see things in a more apparent way. Okay, so what I want you to think about is, as we are seeing these results and as we are thinking about healing in a new way, I want you to realize that you're going to start seeing people in a new way. And this is going to be because you are now a different person. Okay, we're ever evolving, we're ever growing, we're ever learning. And sometimes we're going to see people for who they actually are. And sometimes it's going to be like, well, I've been with you for 15 years. I've been friends with you for 20 years. I've worked with you for whatever, 5 years. You're going to start to see them for who they are now. And it's okay. Okay, one of the things that so often happens when people see people for who they really are is that they feel like they're silly because they hadn't noticed it before. So I want you to realize the energetic shift with this is not that you were silly and it because it worked for you before. It was a connection you needed before, but now this new version of you doesn't need that old energetics. And this is where you're going to start to notice that you're becoming more aware of like people and situations and things in your life where you're ready to shed them. And that is going to be key for you. So this week, there's going to be a lot of things where you're going to have the opportunity to go for a deep diver much further into what is coming up for you. And if you want to, go right back to the core place of that. And if you can't find that, that's what I do. That's my jam. So, if you can't find the core wound of that, so that usually comes from childhood. If you can't find that, then, here I am, right? Also understanding that we're going to be finding these beautiful things like falling into place, but as we are transforming into the next version of ourselves, which we are right now, we are going to realize that we need to release some people as well. And that happens every time we have growth, which is one of the main reasons people avoid having growth. So have the most amazing week. I'm just so excited about it. It's just like the full moon energy has just been so like amazing, and this week's energy is just so like excitable and so like let's submerge ourselves into it and like really get our teeth into it. So make sure you ring the bell and subscribe to this gorgeous channel. Make sure you keep an eye out because there will be lots more things coming on here, even some lives maybe. And if you want to book a reading, feel free to use the links below and join my Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Woman. Have the most amazing week, and I will see you next time.